cable, white balance card. Doug, where are the tapes?
Tape?
Tapes. We need tapes to tape
Tape?
the program.
What about the glue?
Beautiful downtown Boston may cause itching and rash. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, the fabulous Blues Brothers, plus more animals at Southwick's Zoo. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Prime Time. And yes, here we are. We're in beautiful downtown Boston. We're outside of Fenway Park, the historic Green Monster, right here at beautiful Fenway Park. And we have a big show for you. We'll be touring around Boston throughout the show. And, well, let's move on with it. You know, you don't have to pay a huge admission to see my first guest perform. No, you can see them right here, right now, for nothing, and it's worth every penny, don't you think? Yes, here they are to perform a hit from their most recent album, Tank Full of Blues. Yeah, there it is. There's the album, Tank Full of Blues. It's the Blues Brothers.
Truckload. When I see you, baby,
Doug, what's the problem here? You booked these guests for the show. Oh, here they are. It's the fabulous Blues Brothers.
How you doing?
Oh,
Nice to be here.
Jake's
My brother Jake. What's your name again?
My name. I'm the star of the show.
Sorry.
George
Star.
Durunda.
George.
Mr. Star.
Have a seat and join us here. Now, what happened? You guys are a little late. What happened to the Bluesmobile?
Well, it's in the shop. Actually, we had some trouble trying to outrun the state police there.
Or the Parks Commissioner, depending on
Yeah.
where you've played your last concert.
I think he was a forestry cop.
And so actually, we're thinking of making this into the new Bluesmobile right here. As you can
Could
see.
be a wise move. Do you run into irate fans from time to time?
Club owners.
Every night. Irate bill collectors.
I guess the question is, do you get paid?
Well, it sort of depends how many beers the boys have that night. You know, sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
So some nights the beer tab is higher than the band fee.
Exactly. Yeah, it's tough to get through those hot nights in the bar, smoke and all that. You know, without having a few cold ones.
Boys in a band like beer.
Well,
They like beer a lot.
The boys in most bands like beer. Do they ever do anything heavier than beer?
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
Beer and wheat thins.
Yeah, white bread and occasional, barbecue when we get a real good gig like a wedding or something like that.
You guys do weddings?
Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You getting married? We'll do your
Not
wedding.
in the
Anybody
near
getting married?
future.
Oh,
I'll give you my card.
Did you have to do any polkas?
Yeah, we know some polkas. Yeah, beer barrel polka, of course. The boys know that one. Yeah, and the Pennsylvania polka, because
Nope.
we played at a golf course down in Pennsylvania one time for a golf tournament.
And
We learned
what
that
else?
one.
What else could you play with the Pennsylvania polka?
Pennsylvania polka, and
The Arnold Palmer polka. We played here.
I don't believe I'm familiar with the Arnold Palmer polka.
The Quaker State polka. Quaker State.
The Quaker
Quaker
State polka.
the oil,
The oil
Oh.
of the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. So, but being on a mission from God, we sometimes have to play things to keep the band together.
How'd you come up with
It's a
that
fact of
slogan,
life.
the mission from God?
Well, it's we're trying to raise money for the kids and the sisters back in the orphanage because we came from there ourselves, and we look back at our roots now and realize that those kids need help back in that orphanage, and the music that Jake and I truly love so very much is something we can do, go out to and earn the money and just keep the orphanage from being closed. They got problems with their light bill, the power bill, the rent, gas.
So the
electricity.
club owners are contributing to a worthy cause.
Yes, we are merely a vessel, as
It's almost
Robert
like a
McDonald
tax
used to say.
deductible donation.
Well, it can be, yes.
And when we start paying taxes, we will deduct it.
Oh, wait, you don't pay taxes?
We pay our own taxes.
Yeah, it's sort of a self-tax kind of a proposition.
It's kind of an escrow account.
Right. Well, we read out the W-2s every night for the boys, but they tend to not keep them on their person very long.
Well,
But that's their problem.
That's
They're
right.
grown men, they
You
can
can't be responsible for
No,
that.
we do. We try and keep everything above board in the band. So yeah. How are you anyway? How you doing, George? How's this great show you got here? Beautiful day.
Beautiful
Sun
day.
shining.
We're out in the sunshine. A few bugs around, but we can deal with that.
Yeah.
Now, bugs, country music. It's becoming so popular today. I understand you guys also branch out into the country venues occasionally.
Naturally, we do some country.
You're very versatile.
We do
You have to be
weddings,
these days. Yeah.
weddings, country, polkas.
Western.
What are some of the bigger country rooms? I mean, do you work any rooms down in Nashville?
We've done the Lone Star Bar and Grill over in
New York.
New York.
Yeah. We did that one there, and
Arnie's Delicatessen down in Madison.
yep. Bub's Barbecue up in Sunderland. Go there once in a while. Play country music.
Bub's Barbecue
Bub's
up
Barbecue,
in
yeah.
Sunderland.
Yeah. You been there?
I've heard of that place. Really good barbecue chicken.
Yeah,
Chicken
that's
and
where we
ribs.
go. If we get a kind of more like a high-paying job, we have to go up there and have a little barbecue.
You get some takeout and bring it to the show.
It's great. You like barbecue?
I love barbecue. Bub's Barbecue up in Sunderland. This sounds like an instant plug to me.
Well, it could be, yeah. But he's a good guy, and he's occasionally given us day-old ribs. When he was going to throw them out, he let us have them. So we help each other out.
Along in the music line, people ask us if we play Cajun music, and I say occasionally.
That's right. Down the bayou.
You've played pretty much for any occasion.
And any Cajuns that might be in the audience.
You also go into the Cajun field.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Do you have an accordion player?
Well, Paul Schaefer kind of, with the technology being the way it is now.
Paul Schaefer.
Yeah, he can get the.
When Paul isn't playing with that band,
That band on that other TV show. He's been canceled anyway.
when he's not busy, he might have more time.
Yeah, he might have some more time. We should give him a call
He's unemployed now.
for the accordion. Get some of the Clifton Chenier material in there.
I think that's
Yeah, we could do that.
And you couldn't ask for a better accordion player.
Oh, he's great.
I mean, unless you've got Larry Chesky.
Happy Louie.
Is Larry busy?
I don't Larry, I think to work with a group with your reputation, I think he'd be perfect for you. With the combined road experiences, you could have been to the moon and back.
But
This fella tried out for us. Remember
Yeah.
about a month ago, Chester Dragon?
Chet Dragon.
Taylor
Tried out for the
Dragon.
band. Very nice man, very nice man. Unfortunately, at the time, it wasn't working. It was a wonderful man.
What kind of problems did you run into with Chet? I mean, Chet's very versatile
he
himself.
he was not conversant with our material enough to be able to play the blues really enough blues.
Well, blues has to come from your soul.
That's right. We like to play the music of the greats from Chicago and Detroit and Memphis.
What's your all-time favorite blues song?
Oh boy, that's a question. That's a tough one. Well, being the harmonica player, I like to lean toward Little Walter as my personal idol from the Muddy Waters band. So I like Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights.
Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights.
Yeah, it's a song about shooting people. Boom Boom, Out Go the Lights.
Shooting people.
Yeah, you should buy the record.
That's kind of
Buy
like the
the record.
shotgun blues
Buy the
almost.
record.
Well, sort of, yeah. It was like the predecessor.
Blues tells the story.
Oh yeah.
What do you carry in this briefcase here?
Oh,
you have some handcuffs.
Well,
The blues briefcase.
The blues
Well,
briefcase.
this is just I carry my harps in here like this here. Yeah. Marine band. From
And you have the shower nozzle.
That hooks right up to any shower.
And this is a special blues harmonica mic. And you see this dent here?
Mm-hmm.
This dent was when Little Walter actually knocked the guy over the head with this microphone, and then left it in the street when they were chasing him. And my friend Ernie, who was the bartender in the club, picked it up and gave it to me when we were 9 and 10 years old. So this was Little Walter's mic.
This
And that's
once
why I
belonged to
carry it-
Little Walter.
I carried it here because
And
I
your good
can't
luck.
use it. Yeah. And I got my harps in here.
And is there any
Or
confidential
even upside
paper
down.
upside down?
Yeah, upside down. A few business cards in here. That's about it. Not much in here. Occasionally a book of matches or a pack of Luckies or something like that.
Or an extra
the
bottle of beer?
Velcro. Got the Velcro and the snaps like that.
You're up with the 90s with the Velcro.
Well, you gotta keep up with the times, even though the music that we love is, of course, old and what most people think is sort of old.
It's not old. It never dies. It never goes out of style. Could we have a brief rendition of a little hit here?
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. My baby, woo, by my side. Everything's everything gonna be alright. Yeah.
Yeah, if we had an audience, we would have a round of applause. That's
You draw a huge audience, George, for your shows. That's terrific out here in the park.
That's because on Primetime, usually we have more food per minute than any other show on television. Primetime. Primetime is the name of the show.
Wow.
You've seen the show before?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it. Of course,
We don't have a TV.
You don't have a TV.
Yeah,
It won't fit in the Bluesmobile.
But you do have cable.
Well, I got this cable.
We have some jumper cables.
Yeah,
Jumper cables.
This has a long.
I don't.
That's got a long
that's
cable.
that's got a long cable. Yes.
Because sometimes I like to jump out into the audience and stuff like that. You know?
We've noticed that you tend to jump right out there, and do you always drive the Bluesmobile up to the stage at your engagements and around baseball fields?
When we can, yeah, without chewing up the grass too much or anything.
Bluesmobile won't fit in the bar.
If you drive it up to the door, usually the back door.
For those quick getaways, because it's those nasty fans occasionally.
Sometimes it's usually the club owners. They
And
think they're getting something that they're not getting. But we carry on anyway because we believe in this music.
And it's the mission from God.
And it's the mission from God for the sisters and the kids back at the school where Jake and I come from.
Buy Rhythm and Blues records
That's
every
it.
day.
Especially buy the Blues Brothers records. Hey, thanks for being here, guys.
Hey, George.
You're welcome back to the show anytime.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
And can you play us out? Hey, stick around. We'll be back with more of the big program right after this. Yeah.
Be alright. Be alright, yeah.
Hey, I'm Sherman Douglas, and on the court, my responsibility is to set up my teammates. Off the court, I have a responsibility to set a good example for youngsters. Take something as simple as bike safety. It's just not enough to tell kids to wear helmets when they go bike riding. I have to follow my own advice. After all, bike safety is for everyone. Okay, you guys, you ready? Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh, sanitized gloves. Yes, welcome back to the big program. We're here in beautiful downtown Boston, and one important statistic about Boston is that every 12 seconds somebody has a drink with a Kennedy. But hey, let's head out to Southwick Zoo. More animals with our friend Sarah. Well, you have several turtles here, and why did you choose this guy?
I chose this one because he has the most personality. He's the one that's most apt to come out of his shell and check out what's going on.
And what's his name?
His name is George.
Well, again, the guy with the most personality. Someday, is he going to have his own show?
It's very possible. Yeah, he's working on it right now. We'll speak with his agent.
Oh, he has an agent already. He's one step up on most other TV wannabes.
There you go. This is an eastern box turtle.
An eastern box turtle. And where is he from? Where can we find him?
You could probably find him in your backyard if you looked long and hard enough. He's
Really?
actually considered a tortoise because he doesn't spend a lot of time in water. He's got this high domed shell and he's pretty heavy and clunky, and he doesn't float real well or swim real well. He doesn't have webs in between his claws, which some of the water turtles have. So he's actually
Is that the difference
considered...
between a tortoise and a turtle?
Mm-hmm. He won't get to be as big as the tortoises that we have here. Like, he won't get to be like a Galapagos tortoise.
A Galapagos tortoise?
You know, the big ones are about 8 feet long. They're huge.
That one was in Jurassic Park, too.
Was it? I think I missed the tortoise part. But,
That was when you went for popcorn.
that must have been it. Let's see. He eats fruits, vegetables, things like that. The neat thing about a box turtle is that on his plastron, that's the bottom part of his shell.
Plastron.
Carapace is the top.
Carapace?
Plastron is the bottom.
Plastron is the bottom.
And he's got a hinge right across the middle of it, so he can not only stick his head and his feet and his tail into the shell, but he can also close himself up, which is where he earns the name box turtle. A lot of turtles can just stick their feet in their head and their tail in, but they can't do anything about closing the shell.
So he'll be totally secured and alarmed.
Yep, totally secured. He looks just like a stone, and it's very hard to move it back out because they got pretty strong muscles. So they're under special consideration, quote unquote, in Massachusetts, and that's because there are a lot less of them than there used to be. It's now illegal.
What does special consideration mean?
Well, it means that if they keep going the way that they're going with their environment being depleted, people building houses and encroaching upon their territory, and people taking them home and they die because they're not in their natural environment, their eggs are being eaten by cats and dogs and foxes and things, that they'll eventually become endangered if they're not helped out now. So it's illegal to take them home and keep them as pets. It's important for people to know. A lot of little kids will come home with their box turtles. Look, Mom, look what I caught. But send them back. Put them back where you found them. They need to stay in the wild so that their numbers can come up again.
Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Yes, more wonderful animals at Southwick Zoo, and when we return, another big hit by the fabulous Blues Brothers. And we're here at the State House, and as I can see, free guided tours. There is something free in Boston. Stick around.
Hello. Research indicates we Americans create too much garbage. So I have spent years developing worms that eat garbage at astonishing rates. Some eat more than others.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. To find out more, dial 1-800-CALL-EDF.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and they're back. And here's a pointer to all you kids just beginning in show business. And if you are beginning, take it from me, a little bit of advice, and stop right now. Yeah, here are the Blues Brothers. If you don't believe me, just watch them. The Blues Brothers, country band, well, stand by your man. We'll wait and see.
Help us out here now. Here we go now. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. He'll have good times and you'll have bad times. He's doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though it's hard to understand. There's a way. Tell him you love him and proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can, baby. Stand by your man. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Hell, I'm sorry I had to see that. But apparently there is a God. We're out of time. Good night, everybody.
I never saw anybody light up a bar like Jack.
You can say that again.
He had 1 million jokes.
2 million.
Oh, what a riot.
Oh, yeah.
One of a kind.
No kidding.
I swear, if I thought he couldn't drive, I'd have said something. You know? I mean, how could you spoil his fun?
Right.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Every year, thousands of people are killed with a frying pan. Reduce your intake of high-fat fried foods and help reduce your risk of cancer and heart disease. For a free booklet on low-fat eating, call 1-800-EAT-LEAN.
McGruff here with Regina to sing Users Are Losers.
Users are losers and losers are users. So don't use drugs, don't use drugs. If you know a user even part of the time, tell him to quit, take a bite out of crime. Users are losers and losers are users. So don't use drugs
and help me take a bite out of crime.
Remember how good it felt the first time you gave 5? Well, now there's another way to give 5. Set a goal to give more. 5 hours a week and 5% of your income to the causes you care about. It'll make you feel like a winner every day of your life. So give more. Give 5. Call 1-800-55-GIVE-5.
For many disabled veterans, any distance can be too far. Yet how often do we remember those who lost their freedom to preserve ours? Now there is something you can do. Volunteers from all over the nation are joining the Disabled American Veterans Transportation Network and helping disabled veterans get where they need to go. For them, it means the difference between getting the help they need and complete isolation. Find out about it. Contact your local DAV Hospital Service Coordinator. Together, we can get them there.